it's Catherine and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm here with a video that I should have recorded a very long time ago. If you have been digital planning for a while and you know the ins and outs of downloading files, then you can just skip this video because you already know how to do all of this stuff. But I'm making this video so I have something to send to customers that may have any questions, because it's so much easier for me to explain things in a video than it is through written instructions. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to download a digital planner stickers, Procreate brushes, and fonts from my Etsy shop. But before I get started, I want to say a couple of things. What I'm showing you, I'm going to show you everything from my Etsy shop, but this will work for any digital planner shop. So if you purchase from another shop, you would download their files the same way. The only difference is their sticker files may be slightly different if they offer pre-cropped GoodNotes files, which is something that I don't typically offer. Second, the Etsy app does not support digital downloads. You can purchase digital files within the Etsy app, but you cannot download files from the Etsy app. I know how frustrating that is. Hopefully they add that one day in the future. But for now, what you have to do when you purchase a digital file, if you want to download it all from your iPad without having to move over to your computer, you have to get on the Safari browser and log into your Etsy account on the browser. Then go to etsy.com/your/purchases, and you'll come to a page that looks like this. Now, obviously, this is my own personal Etsy account. I cannot purchase from my own shop, so I don't have any of my shop files here, but I purchased tons of digital planner files from other digital planning shops. You'll see I purchased here from Luxbook. Love her shop, by the way. Highly recommend checking her out. I'll link to her in the video description. But you'll see my invoices here, and I have the ability to come to the side of that invoice and select download files. And then you'll see a message right here. Mine is much longer than this. Some are going to be shorter, some are going to be longer. It just depends on the shop. And you'll see down here is the file, and then I can just select download right there. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is how to download a digital planner from my own Etsy shop. I'm going to use the Essential Planner for the example, and I'll link to this in the video description. I thought this would be a good planner to use because it comes with a lot of extras. So once you hit this button here, download, you're going to get a page that looks like this. It says click here to download from Dropbox, which, by the way, some of my images say Google Dropbox. That's so embarrassing. I used to think that Google owned Dropbox, but they don't. But anyway, you're just going to click on that. And sometimes if you just click on it, it won't work. I've noticed this with not just my files, but other files too. So you just press and hold until this pops up, and then you can select open a new tab, and then it's going to take you to Dropbox. If you're signed into Dropbox on your browser, I know a lot of people usually aren't because most people just use the app. But if you are for some reason signed into Dropbox on your browser, I recommend signing out of it first. I just feel like it's so much easier to download files from other people if you're signed out on your browser. So just make sure you're signed out, and then you'll come to a page that looks like this. So you'll see here, you've got the Essential Planner, you've got the pages for Procreate, you've got the Procreate Color Palettes, you've got a README file, and then you've got stickers. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go right here and select download, and then direct download. And it might take a minute, so if it doesn't do it instantly, don't freak out, but it might just take a minute, and then you'll get this pop-up that says, do you want to download the Essential Planner Bloom? And you're going to hit download. And it looks like it doesn't do anything, but if you'll notice right here, this little down arrow with a circle popped up, and you can see a little progress bar underneath it. And when I click on it, you'll see that this zip file is downloading. So we're just going to give that a minute to finish downloading. Okay, so it's finished downloading, and I'm just going to click here, and it took me to my downloads folder. Now, sometimes for bigger files, it will look like it's still kind of downloading for a second, but once it looks like this, where you don't see any progress down here, it just has the file size and then the file name and stuff, and it's a zip file, all you'll need to do is just tap it, and that's going to unzip the file for you. So I guess I accidentally double tapped it because it's there twice, but that's fine if you do that, because you can just press and hold this and then hit delete, and it's gone. But anyway, this is your digital planner file. Now, if you wanted to move this to Dropbox, you would just press and hold that and then select move. And then you can choose to save it under another folder in your iCloud Drive. You can save it to your Dropbox, just wherever you want. I'm going to keep mine in my downloads folder because I already have this saved to Dropbox. So now if you want to view the folder, you just click on it, and here are all the things that come in this particular folder. This may vary depending on the planner that you purchased from my shop. One thing that I want to say is that a lot of my planners come with pages, and this confuses some people that are newer to digital planning or that have never watched my YouTube channel. These pages are made for people that want to decorate their pages in Procreate. If you do everything in GoodNotes, you can just completely disregard this folder right here. But what I'm going to show you now is how to move this from your downloads into GoodNotes. All you have to do is click on the planner and go to this box in the upper right hand corner and scroll through all of your apps right here. And if you don't see GoodNotes, I don't see GoodNotes, you can click on more and then just scroll through here until you see the app that you want to import this to. So I'm going to select copy to GoodNotes. And you can choose to import to current document. I don't recommend that. Don't do that, because if you have a digital planner open, it'll import it as part of that digital planner. You don't want that. So you're going to want to click on import as new document. And then you can select the folder that you want to import to, or you can import to the main document screen. I'm going to import this to my 2020 folder. And it just automatically opened right after import, but if I wanted to close out of that and access it at a later time, I would access it from my 2020 folder. So here is the planner, and it's ready to go. Now I'm going to show you the other files that come with this planner, because these are a little bit different. A lot of shops I know either don't offer stickers with their planner, or they offer pre-cropped GoodNotes stickers. I don't offer pre-cropped GoodNotes stickers like 99% of the time, and I don't really want to waste your time explaining why, but it just really has to do with the planner style that a lot of the people that follow me on YouTube have. I make my planners kind of for myself, but also for the people that are a fan of my planning style. So that is why I don't have pre-cropped GoodNotes stickers. However, if you don't want to do any of your planning in Procreate, you can still easily use these stickers in GoodNotes. You just import them as images rather than having a pre-cropped sticker book. I personally think that's faster than having a pre-cropped sticker book, but that is my personal opinion. It doesn't make it right. It just makes it my opinion. So here is your stickers folder, and I have the stickers for this planner and for most of my planners divided into other subfolders. So you'll see here you've got some daily stickers, which are further divided into more subfolders. So they're all just very organized. If you wanted to use these in GoodNotes, it's super simple. You can just pull up your planner and go to whatever page you want to use the stickers, and then find the app where you had these saved. So it may be your Dropbox, it may be your files. I'm going to pull them in from my files. You just hold and drag that to the side of GoodNotes. Then go to your stickers, find the sticker that you want to use, and then just drag it and drop it on the page. And see if you wanted to use a few of these, just make sure you deselect that sticker. You can drag and drop it onto the page, deselect, drag and drop another onto the page, deselect, and then you've got a bunch of your stickers here. And if you stacked them just like I did, just press and hold and hit edit, and you'll select one at a time just like that. So you can separate them, you can resize them. I just feel like that's so much faster than pre-cropped sticker books. Again, that's just my personal opinion. So that is how you can use those stickers, and that's it. I know this planner comes with a Procreate Color Palette. This is the only planner of mine that at this time, that does come with a Procreate Color Palette, but I'm going to show you how to import Procreate brushes later on in this video, and you would import a Procreate Color Palette the same way, so that's why I'm skipping that for now. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my Etsy shop, and now we're going to download my most popular set of digital planner stickers. So the first two steps are the same way. You go to the Safari browser, log into your Etsy account, and then go to etsy.com/your/purchases, and you'll be able to see all your invoices, select download files, and then get a screen that looks like this, and then click on download. So this right here is one of the best sellers in my shop. It is my digital planner sticker sheets. These do not come pre-cropped. They actually come in full sheets, and then you crop them within GoodNotes. I do this way so I can keep these set at $5, but you get over 2,000 stickers for $5. And honestly, it just takes a second to crop them in GoodNotes, so you're getting a really good value. So to download these, you're once again going to get a screen that looks like this. This is one of the things where I thought Google owned Dropbox. Super embarrassing. I just haven't gone back and updated this part yet. You're just going to press and hold on this, and then you can hit open in new tab. Here's the Dropbox folder. Again, I recommend that you're signed out of Dropbox on your browser. And now to download these, you're going to do the exact same thing. You're going to go to download. You're going to go to direct download. It's going to take a second, and then you hit download on the pop-up, and then you wait on them to download here. And then you're just going to click on that, and you'll see the zip file. So here is what the zip file looks like. It's just going to say solidblack.zip. You click on that, and every now and then you might get a pop-up like I just did that says you can't unzip it because you don't have permission to view it. I have no idea why that pops up, but just try clicking on it again and you should be good to go. That's exactly what I just did, and you'll see that it downloaded that second time. I don't know if that's an issue with iOS or what, but that is the second time that that's ever happened to me. So now I'm going to click on this folder, and you'll see I've got all of these stickers once again divided into subfolders, and then you've got all of your sticker sheets here. So once again, if you wanted to move the folder to a different location, just press and hold on it, hit move, select wherever you want to move it, and then hit move up there. So once again, you would pull these in to GoodNotes the same way that you would the stickers that I showed you from the Essential Planner. You would just access them in your files or in your Dropbox or wherever, drag and drop, deselect, and then if you wanted to crop them, just press and hold, hit edit. Obviously, you would want to crop these. And then once the box pops up around it, just click on it and click on crop. And then you can do either a rectangle or a freehand crop and just select the sticker that you want to use and hit done, and there you go, you got your sticker. So I do have some stickers that aren't in a GoodNotes sticker book, but they do come as individual PNGs. You wouldn't need to crop those. Okay, so now we're going to get into Procreate brushes. These will be just a little bit different than what I've just shown you with the digital planner stickers and with the digital planner. But the first two steps are the same. You log into Etsy on your Safari browser and then go to etsy.com/your/purchases. Locate your invoice, select download files, and then go to a page that looks like this and then select download. But it is important to mention that some of my Etsy stamps and brushes come as a zip file, which is the case with my Ultimate Lettering Pack. That is a zip file, so you'll need to unzip it, just like I've shown you in the first two examples. But some of my Procreate brushes come as just the standalone brush set. So for those of you that have just skipped to this part of the video, I'm going to show you really quick how to unzip. Once you hit download file right here, you're going to get a pop-up that looks like this. Hit download, and then you just come up here to this down arrow that is circled, and then wait on it to download. Once it's completely downloaded, it's going to look like this. Click on that. It's going to take you to your downloads, and you locate the zip file, which is right here, and it takes a second, but it's going to unzip it, and then you can open that folder. And Procreate used to be set up where you had to import one brush at a time, but later they set it up where a creator can just upload a complete brush set as one file, and you can upload all of the brushes at once. So I gave you the option where you can just upload the individual brushes if you don't want all the brushes, or you can upload the full brush set. So this is the brush set, but either way it would work the same way. To get this into Procreate, you just click on it and it just automatically imports it for you, and it's going to look like it doesn't do anything, but you see when I go to my brushes and I go to the very top, here is that brush set. But I'm going to go ahead and delete that because I already have these in Procreate. So now for the brushes that don't come as zip files, which, for example, my Procreate Bujo stamps, these actually come with 5 brush sets. So one by one, you would just select these to download, and then they'll install into Procreate once you select them. So when you click download, you'll get this pop-up that's asking if you want to download. Hit download and then go to your downloads, and you'll see it right there. Click on it and you're going to get a screen that looks like this. So all you have to do is click on this box up here and browse through your apps until you find Procreate. If you don't see Procreate there, just click on more and select copy to Procreate, and it imported that brush. So now when I go to the top of my brushes, you'll see all of those calendars there that I just imported. Once again, I'm going to delete this set because I already have it in Procreate. So if it's a bundle that comes with a few brush sets, you would just go down the line and download each brush set like that. If it's an individual brush, same thing. You would just go down the line and import each individual brush just like that. So now I'm going to show you how to download a font and install it on your iPad so it will show up in Procreate and GoodNotes. The first thing that you're going to want to do here is make sure you're closed out of GoodNotes and Procreate. So if you're not sure how to do that, all you have to do is swipe up really quick, and then you're going to get this view of all of the apps that are currently open. I have several apps open right now. And then the apps that you want to close, such as Procreate and GoodNotes, you just swipe up on those, and it's going to close all of those for you. So after you've done that, the second step is to log into Etsy on your browser. Go to etsy.com/your/purchases, locate your invoice, select download files, and then get to a page that looks like this. Select download. And once again, some of my fonts come as a zip file and some come as a just standard font. So I'm going to show you both ways. You do have to have an outside app for this if you want to install it universally on your iPad. And what I mean by that is, if you only want to install it in a specific app, you don't need an outside app. But I prefer to install it on my iPad as a whole. That way, if I ever download any apps in the future that allow for custom fonts, it's going to automatically import it into that app for me. If I were to just download this font specifically into GoodNotes, it's going to stay in GoodNotes, but it's not going to work in other apps that allow for custom fonts, such as Over and Procreate and whatever else you may use. So for that, I recommend an app called AnyFont. It is a paid app. It's a one-time purchase of either $2 or $3. There is a free app that does something similar. I've never personally used it. That's why I can't recommend it, but it may work just as easily. It's called iFont, but AnyFont is the one that I use. So if you have a file that automatically just has the font extension right here, it's not a zip file, to download it, you would just click on download, and then you'll get a message that looks like this, and click download, and then go to your down arrow that's circled and click on that font. Click on this box in the corner, and then I want to copy this to AnyFont. So it doesn't show up in my apps here, so I've selected more. And now I'm going to hit copy to AnyFont. I actually already have this imported in AnyFont, but that's okay. I don't mind having duplicates just for the sake of showing you guys how to do this. But here is the Wobbles font, and I've clicked on it, and now this popped up. It says tap button to install, so I'm just going to hit install, and then I'm going to hit allow. And it's telling me to review the profile in my settings app if I want to install it. So right here, you'll see where it says, please go to settings, General, and then Profile. So I'm going to go into my settings. I'm going to go to General, and I'm going to go to Profiles. And right here under Downloaded Profile, the Wobbles font is located. This one says Wobbles 2 because I already have it on my iPad. So to download this and get it in all of the apps on my iPad, I'm just going to click on that. And I'm going to click on Install, and then it's going to ask you to enter your passcode. And then after this pops up, you want to click on Next, and then you want to click on Install, and then hit Install again. And now it's moved down to my configuration profiles, and you'll see it's right there. It says Wobbles 2. So now when I pull up GoodNotes, I can go to my text box, and then I can hit here to change my font. And when I go searching for a font to use, there it is. Okay, so now I'm going to show you with a font that is presented as a zip file, and this font is called Block Party, and you'll actually see that it's not in my fonts on GoodNotes. I don't believe it's on my iPad at all. So I'm going to import that now. But first, I'm going to close out of GoodNotes so it'll show up when I go looking for it. And I'm actually just going to remove this font really quick just because I don't need duplicates. So if your font is given to you in a zip file, in the case of my shop, that usually means that the font is available in both open type, which is OTF, and true type, which is TTF font styles. And I usually just put them together in a zip file and then give them that way. I highly recommend always installing the OTF version, that's open typeface. And that's because if there are any ligatures or stylistic alternates available for that font, it will only be available in the open typeface style. TTF, I could get into this later, but that's an older style typeface. A lot of apps used to only use TTF, but now more and more are open to OTF. OTF, I know for a fact, will work in GoodNotes and Procreate, which are the two main apps for digital planning. So you're good to go with OTF if those are the two main apps that you use. So we're just going to download the file just like we have every other file. You would hit a button that looks like this. In my case, I can't access that because this is my actual shop. So I would just press and hold here. And then once you hit download on your page, you're going to get a pop-up that looks like this. And you just want to hit download right here. And then go to your down arrow that's circled. And you'll see the zip file here. Just click on that, locate the zip file. For some reason, it's giving me this pop-up that says I don't have permission to view this, but I'm just going to hit OK, and then I'm going to click on it again, and then it'll download it for me. That is the weirdest thing. So now you can go to your folder, and you'll see this has a TTF version and an OTF version. We're going to go for the OTF version for reasons that I just explained. So we're just going to click on that OTF. We're going to get a screen that looks like this. We're going to hit this box in the corner, and we're going to locate any font, or you would locate iFont if you prefer to use iFont. So we're going to go to copy to any font. We're going to locate that Block Party font. We're going to hit install, and then we're going to hit allow. It's telling us to go into settings. So we're going to go into our settings, go to general, go to profiles. Here is the downloaded font, so we're going to click there, click on install, enter our code, hit next, hit install, and hit done. And now we have that font installed. So now we can go into GoodNotes, we can go into our text tool, browse our fonts, there it is, and now we can type with it. Also, if we wanted to use it in Procreate, we could just go to a page in Procreate, go to your wrench tool, go to add text. We can go ahead and type our text, select it, hit edit style, and then browse and go to Block Party, and there it is. So that's it. That's how you download all of the files. I know this video is kind of long, but hopefully if you only needed to see one or two things, you skipped around. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for more digital planning tutorials, and I also do digital plan with me videos. Check out my website, my Facebook group, and my Patreon page. I'll link to all of those in the video description, and I will see you guys in the next video.